Hepinize merhaba arkadaşlar. Ben Ege, nasılsınız? İyisinizdir umarım arkadaşlar. Başlıktan da gördüğünüz gibi arkadaşlar. Bugün burovtok oynuyoruz arkadaşlar. Burovtok arkadaşlar video attı arkadaşlar. Dilerseniz videomuza geçelim. Evet yendi. Evet doğru arkadaşlar. Prova. Bu da ne? Seni Dontron 3000 ile tanıştırayım. Tanıştır abi. Kendi geliştirdiğim akıllı bir robot. Her türlü güncellemeyi sunabiliyor. Devam edelim.
I see.
Peki aferin Dani.
Good job, Danny.
Burovtok'a hoş geldin. Geri döneceğim. Neyse. Abi niye kaynak yapıyorsun? Kaynak yapıyoruz. O kaslı abimiz oynuyor oradan. Oy. 4 saat önce gelmiş burovtok arkadaşlar. Benim haberim yoktu, daha yeni görüyorum. Kafasını uçurdu. Vahşi batıdayız ama yepyeni bir yorumla.
West, but not entirely.
İşte karşınızda robot fabrikası.
Introduce you to the robot factory, the home of
Star Park'ta gördüğünüz tüm çılgın robotların yuvası.
all those crazy robots you see in Star Park.
It's also a
Ayrıca en iyi kromatik savaşçımız Sam'in bu yerde harika bir bağlantısı var.
perfect link to our newest chromatic
Var
brawler,
mı?
Sam.
He's the second member
Belle'nin üçlüsü katılan ikinci üye olarak her suçta onunla ortak.
of Belle's trio and literally her partner in crime. He also has
Öte yandan Star Park'taki hiçbir robotla arası hiç iyi
some
değil.
personal beef with all the robots in Star Park.
His playstyle feels
Brawl Stars eşsiz bir oynayışa sahip.
when equipped
Vahşi eldivenlere takılı olduğunda aynı anda birçok düşmana hasar
his
verir.
knuckle busters, he does a stronger close range attack that can hit multiple
Güçlü ve yakın menzilli bir saldırı yapıyor.
enemies at the same time. When
Eldiveni takılı değilken saldırılı. O kadar güçlü olmasa da daha hızlı.
he doesn't have them, his attacks are not as powerful
Devam
and they are faster.
edelim.
And while he has his
Ayrıca vahşi eldivenleri takıyorken süper gücü hep doludur.
knuckle busters, his super bar is always full, meaning he's the
Yani süper gücünü oyun başlar başlamaz kullanılabilen tek savaşçı.
first brawler who already starts with his super available.
Activating his knuckle busters on will throw
Arkadaşlar
them
siz
and will damage
okursunuz alt
everything on their
yazıdan,
way.
artık
He also
söylemek
gets a temporary
istemiyorum.
speed bump.
Devam edelim.
Activating the super again will then
Yoksa
call his
2
knuckle
saat
busters
anca
back to his
bir şey
arms
olacak.
and damage everything on their way back.
While Sun doesn't have his weapon, you have to
Bu arada like atmadınız mı? Hemen like atabilirsiniz, abone olursunuz, bildirimleri açabilirsiniz.
charge his super in the normal way by hitting his attacks, or he can collect his knuckle buster again.
Sam will get the Caesar Sam skin at the last tier of the Brawl Pass.
Oha.
And the first king of the Brawl Pass is Desperado Poe.
Oo.
Completing the Calamity Gang will have Lawless Lola as the
Lola'ya
Power League
bakın
skin
arkadaşlar.
and Crowbone for gems.
We will also be getting Moon Bunny Squeak for the Moon
Squeak'e
Festival
bakın.
Edition, Stone Span,
Bugün çok
with
şeyler
Great Sense
geldi,
and Promise,
pardon.
and Mecha Mortis, our newest
Oy,
299
Mortis.
gems king with custom voiceover and visual effects.
Özel
And
sesler
if you get
geldi.
him on release month, you get his spray, profile picture, and a whole set of his pins for free. Also, it will unlock 2 color variations in the
Arkadaşlar
shop,
bir tane karakter
49
çıktı ya, rozet
And
ücretsiz
lastly,
geliyormuş
Trick or
galiba.
Treat Leon, which will be available
Oho,
around
Leon'a
Halloween.
bak.
We'll have other skins for Halloween, but they will come in a different update.
And speaking of skins, all the robots got finally remodeled. They are a lot more polished, shiny, and brawly. We'll be getting another awesome 3D animation feature Pan and 8-bit, and to celebrate that, we'll be getting a new PvE mode.
In this mode, you
Okay.
must keep 8-bit alive by collecting coins across the map and protecting him from the waves of bots. If 8-bit is defeated, you lose the game. If you and 8-bit survive until the end, you win.
In this mode, 8-bit will be walking around and doing some work, so being a team of 4.
But also make sure you always have him in your side.
You can swap brawlers in Power League. At the preparation screen, you can either request or receive a request to swap a brawler. And if everything looks great, you can accept it.
That could be a really good idea to secure a good brawler first, or if they are just better than you with that brawler.
We'll have a second brawler which will be released later in September.
Gus is a very weird kid in his PJs and looks like he hasn't touched grass for a while.
But besides his catchy vibes, Gus is actually a support brawler with the ability to heal and protect allies.
For every attack Gus hits, he charges a new bar. Once this bar is full, the next attack you hit will drop a ghost in the map. If your allies touch this ghost, they will heal. You can drop multiple ghosts in the map.
With his super, he's able to cast a shield either on his allies or on himself. To cast it on allies, you should aim and hit your shot. To use it on yourself, you just tap the super button as if you would be auto-aiming.
And great news, if you look forward to unlocking him, he will be super rare, which is quite easy to find in boxes. Trophy reset is getting longer. It's now
Hemen
every 8
geldim
weeks in line
arkadaşlar.
with the Brawl Pass seasons.
We are
Devam
partnering
edelim.
with some awesome esport teams, and you'll be able to support them too
Ne
by getting the
kaçırdım ki?
profile picture or pings from the
Neyse.
shop.
New challenges and quests with new sprays and profile pictures as rewards.
The Robot Factory environment is also available in Showdown.
Oo
New gadgets for
robot
Buzz
şey.
and Grief.
Gears price reduction.
And a message from the future. We managed to travel in time and get Frank from the future to tell you a bit more about what we have planned for Brawl Stars in the future.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Wait, that's from the past. Sorry, Frank. So, we're all aware that we have some players who are concerned about the future. What do you have for the community?
Well, for the last few months, we've focused on designing and building our high-level roadmap for the future. And this is the first time ever we are talking about our future plans with you, our players. Why are we doing this? We feel there's a disconnect between you and us, and we'd like to resolve it.
So, let's talk.
Arkadaşlar ama Brawl Stars'a şey geldi ya 500 lira zam geldi 2000 taşı arkadaşlar. Biliyorsunuzdur arkadaşlar YBC falan arkadaşlar 2000 bayağı taş aldı. 14.000 taş aldı. Neredeyse 20.000 TL'ye yakın.
About the next update.
Yani bayağı pahalandı taşlar ya.
To get this out of the way, yes, we are going to rework Gears. We didn't plan to make changes to the system this year, but we understand your feelings and frustrations about it, and we share most of them.
Arkadaşlar BC Büro ile salı günü ya da çarşamba günü video gelmesini istiyorsanız ben salı günü gideceğim ama ne zaman atarım videoyu bilmiyorum ama gelmesini istiyorsanız arkadaşlar videoya like atmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar.
We decided to prioritize this and push back other changes.
Bu videoya 5 like gelirse salı gününe kadar BC Büro'nun yanında video çekiyorum arkadaşlar.
In fact, we're going to make some changes already in this update. We reduce the cost to craft gears and gear levels by about 50% in the coming update by reducing the amount of required scrap and tokens.
So, should we talk about October a little bit?
We're going to simplify the flow on how you acquire gears and decrease the cost. And at the same time, we're going to introduce additional, more specific gears which won't be usable for all the brawlers.
And can we talk about what happens to existing gears?
We're pretty much hitting the reset button for gears and will
Eşyalar
reverse all existing
sıfırlıyorlar
scrap,
mı?
gear tokens and already crafted gears to you. This will happen in coins, and
Çok
coins will play a
şey
much
ya.
bigger role in how to unlock gears in the future.
Arkadaşlar bir sonraki videoda bir saniye arkadaşlar. Last falan arkadaşlar video çektiyse arkadaşlar böyle tepki video çektiyse onları da izleyebilirim arkadaşlar, çektiyse videolarını izlerim, şaşırma tepkilerini çekebilirim arkadaşlar videoya. Size bağlı, like atarsanız sevinirim arkadaşlar.
This essentially allows you a full respec for gears once the October update arrived. Refunds will be based on the total amount of scrap and gear tokens you've collected since we've introduced them last year.
Cool, and there is more, right?
Yes. We're also reworking the existing PvE weekend modes. We ultimately don't believe they are fun anymore, and we're going to replace them with a new, more dynamic PvE system which will introduce new features including multiple stages, persistent power-ups. We're also
Arkadaşlar bir
reworking
şey
the
fark ettim. Ne biliyor musun? Şu arkadaki şeyler ne? Bir sonraki burovtok'a gelecek şeyler olabilir arkadaşlar. 3 tane kafası var. Gözü var. O ne lan öyle? Arkadaşlar fabrikada. Bir saniye. Bir saniye.
PvE weekend modes. We
Bakın arkadaşlar, görüyor musunuz? Görüyorsunuzdur elbette arkadaşlar. Allah
ultimately
Allah.
don't believe they are fun anymore, and we're going to replace them with a new, more dynamic PvE system, which will introduce new features including multiple stages, persistent power-ups, different environments, and new types of enemies and bosses. Almost like a place where we'll be able to tell a story in the future.
We also have plans beyond October.
That's right. The timeline becomes a bit more uncertain at this point. However, there are a few bigger topics we would like to tackle. And the first one is affecting the current progression system and its reliance on...
Arkadaşlar biliyorsunuz ben de Brawl Pass almaya çalışıyorum. 2 sezon sonra alacağım arkadaşlar. Ve arkadaşlar kutu biriktiriyorum 1-2 sezon arkadaşlar. Ondan sonra sizlerle beraber açmak istiyorum arkadaşlar. Kupa yolunu da biriktiriyorum.
luck in order to unlock brawlers. We would like you to have more say in which brawlers you unlock and when, as well as which brawlers you would like to upgrade. These changes have a huge impact on how brawlers played and will give every player a clear goal in the game. We'd like to get these changes into your hands as fast as possible.
And there are more things the team is working on.
Yes, we would like to make it more meaningful to improve playing certain brawlers. The concept of mastery. Think clearer goals, rewards, you get it. Additional items on our current list of things to do are matchmaking, a better sense of collecting cosmetics, and more ways for you to show
Bayağı şey gelmiş
as well as tools
arkadaşlar.
for you to share cool moments in the game on social media directly from within the game. We'd also like to introduce ways for you to recruit your friends, and yes, in parallel we've started working on a system to report other players for things like grief play. We're likely going to roll this one out rather sooner than later and start the process of collecting data and get a sense of the volume of reports.
This isn't a complete list of everything we'll do, but these are the topics currently taking the majority of our focus. You can learn more about upcoming features as usual here in burovtok.
And with this, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see you in October.
And giveaways. Yes, the Brawl Stars creators will be giving away Moon Bunny Squeak. So search for hashtag Bunny Squeak give.
With this, thanks for watching, like and
Arkadaşlar
subscribe,
bir şey
and see you in
diyor, bir
October.
saniye.
And
Hediyeleri unutmayalım.
giveaways. Yes,
Brawl Stars içerik üreticiliği Ay Tavşanı Squeak kostümünü hediye ediyor. Arkadaşlar bende de Squeak vardı tam.
the Brawl Stars creators will be giving away Moon Bunny Squeak.
Ne diyor?
So
Bu arada YouTube'a da veya başka bir sosyal medya forumunda
search for hashtag Bunny Squeak giveaway here on YouTube or any
Bonnie Squeak gravi etkilerini artacak Brawl Stars içerik
social
üreticilerini
media and read the rules to participate in the giveaway
düzenleyici çekilişlere katılım kuralları bulabiliriz.
hosted by the Brawl content creators.
And this isn't a list.
Yapacaklarımız bunlarla kafam karıştı. Az önce sorumsuz yapmıştım, hatırlıyorum. Vay canına.
I did it perfectly before. I remember.
And if everything
Arkadaşlar başka bir şey demiyordu. Videomuz buraya kadardı. Videoya like atmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Sizleri seviyorum. Mutlu kalın. Hoşça kalın. Arkadaşlar bak aramızda kalsın. Bu arada like atmayı unutmayın.